Hey guys, it's your boy DJ Reminisce back with another tutorial, and today I'm going to start a series of YouTube videos that is probably one of the most questions I've been asked. How do I make my mixtapes? Well, I'm going to start from the basics and then we're going to go through some more advanced topics. So let's get things started first. Before you even think about doing mixtapes, my recommendation is to check out my playlist on how to mix in key, because that's really important, is learning to mix your stuff in key so it sounds really, really good. And I'll leave the link to that playlist in the description. So please check that out first. But we're going to start off with basics, just using volume control and automation. So in this Ableton session here, I've got two songs. And as you can see, the first one's in 12A, 130 BPM. The second one's 12A, 130 BPM. And, you know, these songs are already ready to go mixed in key. Now, the other important thing you need to first do is when you're doing your mixtape, bring all your faders down. As you notice here, I've got this one down. This one, I'm just going to turn the master down just a bit, just for the sake of this tutorial. But you don't want to have your songs peaking, because then it's going to leave absolutely zero room for you for volume control and compression limiting at the end to make everything sound tight. Again, we'll go through all that stuff later in the later tutorials, but just remember, keep your faders down. You want them to kind of hit, you know, about halfway. Like if you notice the faders, you see them on the right there, they're hitting about, just a little bit over half, so that's fine there. So now we got our two songs. How are we going to mix these together? Well, first of all, you got to find the point of where you want to mix. Now, typically in a song, there's the hook, it starts with an intro, verse, and then the hook. And with EDM music, is always a nice spot where there's about 8 bars, 16 bars of music. Lucky for me, I found one here, and the second song on a mix in that point. So how we do this is really simple. Now, if I was to just mix this together, what's going to happen is, because the songs are the same volume, it's going to crush the master fader with the two volumes, and it's going to sound, it's just not going to sound good. I'll show you what I mean. So this is both from playing at the same time. It sounds okay now because I got the volume down. But what we're going to actually do is use volume control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this track that I want to mix into, so the next song, kind of in gradually, and then the other one that's currently playing that we're going to mix out, I'm going to fade that out slowly. And it's really simple to do. You just come back here, see it's set to track volume. I'm just going to go in here and make a point there. Going to make one point here. So the song that I'm actually going to mix into, I'm going to put that down, somewhere there around a few dB. And this one, I'm going to actually go to the end, so the song starts somewhere, say here. So I'm going to create another point on the end of the mix spot where we're actually going to shut the original song off, and the other one's going to take over. So I'm just going to create just a point here for now, another one, and one here, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is if you hold control, you get a little bit of it brings down the fader in like smaller increments. So I'm going to take this down roughly till about somewhere there. So what's going to happen is this song, as you can see the curve, it's on an angle, so it's going to come in very gradual. And on the other side, I'm just, for the sake of it right now, I'm just going to turn this one down somewhere like that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, you can see when that song is playing, the energy of that first song is still going to go, even though it's a slow fade going out. But I started the second song on a lower volume, and you'll understand what happens here. So let me just play this. Okay, you see how that sounded really, really good? Like, it didn't sound like a big mess when I mixed the two songs together. Now what we can do to finish the end off is actually going to go in here and make another few points. One here, and say maybe one here, so I can have a gradual drop off, say like that. And then this one I'm going to leave as is, and probably just bring this down a little bit more. Let's hear how that sounds. That sounded pretty good. And that's just basically just with volume control faders. Once you're happy with your automation, your mix points, all you got to do now is just basically come in here, drag back what you don't want, or just delete it to that point, and you're basically set. So when this goes on, there, the next song is already there. And that's basically it. Again, guys, this was a very, very quick tutorial to get your guys' feet wet in starting a mixtape without worrying about auto filters and EQs. If you guys want to get a mixtape out very, very quickly, this is my recommendation. Just play around with the automation faders with the volume, and trust me, you'll get a banging mixtape out really, really quick. I hope you guys liked today's tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Please share it, subscribe to the channel, that way we stay up to date with the latest, greatest information. I'm your boy DJ Reminisce, and watch out for more videos coming real soon.